Good afternoon. I'm the Dark Ages with Nick, and this is the Age of Anthemius for Total War Attila. I was just stuttering a little just because I don't know how it's pronounced. It's a Greek name because Emperor Anthemius was Greek in origin, and he was put on the throne of the Western Court. But in this mod, you could sort of rewrite history because in real life, he was killed in 472 by Ricamir. But in this, yeah, you can rewrite history. It begins in 471. You can see Imperium Romanum pars Occidentis. Don't quote me on that. Well, the Western Roman Empire, led by Flavius Anthemius Augustus. That was a Roman pronunciation. And you can see the defecting Foederati up here, led by Ricamir, and then the Empire down here. But they have from the brink of collapse with a very, very annoying -2 loyalty. I'll get into that part in a second, but the death throes of the Empire echo throughout the world. One man may still turn the tide. And then in the east we have Emperor Zeno right before, well actually Flavius Leo Augustus. Zeno's gonna come in later, that's the, but yeah, right now Zeno the Azurian is plotting his takeover of the Empire, but the light of civilization. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who can withstand it? Another very annoying -2 loyalty debuff. But then the different Roman dioceses, or more so the leftovers. So you can see Britain over here, Gallium, which is the kingdom of Soissons, just a historiographical name. Then you have Julius Nepos leading Dalmatia over here. But as for nomads, you have the White Huns and the broken normal Huns. As you can see, Broken Eagle over here. Our myth has been unmade. Then the Iranians, and you can see that's a beautiful, beautiful flag they got. Then the Regna Foederatus, we have the Sali, the Franks, the Visigoths, the Ostrogoths, and you can see an all but name. If a Goth cannot be Emperor of Rome, it can perhaps be something greater. Then you can see the Codex Euricianus, these lost people shall have but one shepherd, and they'll walk in my law. And then the Sali Universum Regnum. The light of Rome will burn forevermore. It falls to us to maintain its light. And then the barbarian kingdoms such as the Alans, Saxons, Swabians, and then the kingdom of Vandals and Alans. They are very, very annoying, which I'll show in a second once we jump in the Roman campaign. Then some work in progress factions over here. But yeah, let's jump into the game, and I'll just show a quick guy, then I'll jump into a save I had, where it's just, once I got the situation stabilized, because you can see it's going to be very, very bad. Okay, first things first, we're greeted with a war weariness mechanic. You can see it's up here. We're currently at 0%, and oh my god, I just gotta say now, that mechanic is annoying, because as the Western Roman court, you're gonna get hit a lot with raids, and also it ticks up passively if you're at war, but it doesn't count if that war is like a far off nation, because you could be at war with, like, say the Alamans, and they have not attacked anything, and you're still gonna get punished with debuffs. But you can see in Mediolanum we have Flavius Ricamir leading his forces. But then we have Emperor Anthemius over here with decent little army, a little elite cadre, but he's limited to recruiting only very, very light units, besides from the Protectores Domestici, which are the guards of the imperial household, and I'll show why. The Age of Anthemius mod has introduced the concepts of debuffs, but you can see manpower shortages, which gives upkeep cost and recruitment cost for non-mercenary units. It's just another civil war. How come nobody wants to fight in this one? Insecure supply lines, when banditry is rampant on the roads and the countryside. Food and equipment are a bit more optional. Then desperate times, which calls for desperate measures. Collapse of command, which gives to -1 authority and -1 loyalty. Again, you'll see these loyalty debuffs will stack. To place faith in a man of repeated failures is either stupidity or madness. And then disloyal Foederati, which gives, again, -1 disloyalty, -1 loyalty, which is again really, really bad because I'll explain it in a second. But then for the civic debuffs, you have systemic corruption, depopulation, Runa Imperi, which is I think like ruined empire, then agri deserti, then institutional decline. So yeah, you're getting hit with a lot of debuffs. But here are some of my opening moves. I like to go over here and just recruit some of these light units as much as I'm able to, because we don't have enough time. What we're trying to do is ideally force a battle over here, get them to either reinforce Genoa and then attack us. And I would recommend primarily getting these guys because they have higher attack, damage, defense, and morale than the Lanciari Numari. But yeah, you want to stack it. You also, if you can notice, the Vandals are at your doorstep basically. So what you need to do is, I would strongly recommend using this to get a garrison over here. You can also see in Roma, you start with slums. Same for Ravenna, where you got to get slums, or you got to get rid of them. I would strongly recommend getting rid of your churches, or just de-leveling them just to get an influx of cash. You also are going to want to fortify Attila, because the Ostrogoths are going to come alongside the Rugi up here, and they're going to try to raid down into Italy. If you can hold them here at Attila, which has a very small garrison, same with every other city, because that just makes it even better. You're going to get raided basically first or second turn by the Vandals. And yeah, so again, what you're trying to do is bait a battle out for them. But let's jump into a later save game, and I'll explain how the game went, and then I'll jump into an even later one, and I'll have my critiques of the mod. Okay, this is about I think 12 turns in, or about 10 turns in, and yeah, you can see I secured the north from the rebellious Foderati. I killed Ricamir in the battle, but you can see they're still around, just sailing around on a fleet. I've just kicked the Vandals out of Sicily. I had a very, very big battle in the highlands over here where I fortified and drew them out, and yeah, it was a lot of Vandals because you can see battle reports, close victory. I think it was even more. It was like 5,600 for them versus our or we had near 3,000. They had near 6,000, and they had a lot of cavalry. So what I did is I just held out, fortified, and so they were forced to attack me. And yeah, and I beat the Vandals back. But yeah, they are very, very annoying to fight. But I have a legion down here. I have technologically wise, I have got rid of manpower shortages because it's very, very awful. And yeah, I'm trying to work towards getting rid of the insecure supply lines just so I can get some melee attack. But then I guess the next one I would try to do is financial reform. I think there's one over here, depopulation, and each thing you fill out, they gives events for how to address it. Like I think I lost the save where it was like 480, and massive civil war broke out just because war weariness got spiked for some reason, and then it just compounded, leading to more and more disloyalty, which led to even more revolts, and I had Ravenna, Roma, half my army breaking away because at the point Anthemius had already died of old age, because he's not getting any younger. He's 51, and I just had bad luck, and he died. I should also say in this version, he got erectile dysfunction, so no judgment, no judgment. But yeah, I'll jump into a quick battle where I'll just show the new units, and I'll go over my critiques because I guess my save was overridden by the game I was playing right before recording this, where I was playing as Soissons, and I beat back the Franks. However, the Visigoths have decided to try to invade me, but you can see, I'll see you guys on a battle, and I'll just talk some more. Okay, I just want to show the full roster for the Western Roman Empire. But yeah, starting with Lanciari Numeri, we'll do spear units, then infantry units, then some shock cavalry. I wasn't able to get the full melee cavalry, but it's revised as well. But Lanciari Numeri, Lanciari Pseudo Comitatenses, beautiful shields by the way. Limitani Castellani. Then we have Lanciari Comitatenses, which you'll probably recognize some of these units from my army composition. But then Lanciari Foderati. Then let's see, Escari Senores, Auxilia Palatina. Then Batavi Senores, Hiruli Senores, Septimani Senores, Cornuti Senores, and that should be all the spear units. But let's go back to the very low tier. But still, they can pull their weight. Milites Numeri, Cohors Presidencies et Usurencies. Yeah, you get the point. Cohors Secundani, Limitani Reparencies, Milites Pseudo Comitatenses, Legio Palatina. Look at that. I like you can see the Lorca Squamata, like the scale armor. Septimani Unores, Armigeri Defensores, Bucalari Pedites Anathemi. You can see the suffix, or yeah, I think the suffix Anathemi means like of Anthemius. So these are like reformed units by if I think I showed in the tech tree, but like the Anathemian reforms. Because in this mod you're supposed to be saving the empire. But Protectores Domestici, Milites Comitatenses, Milites Foderati, which actually are a little more expensive, or they're worth more than the Milites Comitatenses, because I guess I know they pull their weight. But then the Bertone Senores, Giovanni Senores, Herculani Senores, and that's it for the melee infantry. But let's go to the archers. Starting off with very light but very, very effective Sagittari. They pull their weight, because a lot of the battles you're going to be fighting are settlement defense battles. Same for these guys, the Limitani Bergari. Then we have the Sagittari Armigeri. Well, armored Sagittari. But now let's go to shock cavalry. I think we have Cantari, which are medium shock cavalry. I think in the base game they're qualified as light shock cavalry. Then we have the Lecti Anathemiani. So yeah, from Emperor Anthemius' reforms. Then we have the Scale Gentiles over here, shock cavalry. Then we have Cataphractari. Then we have the Clibinari, which are like hybrid shock and bow units. But anyway, I'm the Dark Ages Nick. I just wanted to show this mod. It's very fun. It's very also aggravating, just because the aforementioned loyalty debuffs, which can cause generals to revolt, which cause war weariness to spike, which causes more generals to defect, and it's a bad feedback loop. I really hope they fix that, just make some of the loyalty debuffs less harsh, and make war weariness a little more easy to manage, and it should be a very, very fun mod to play. Then, it's still a very fun mod, it can get a little aggravating, but with that, I'm the Dark Ages with Nick. I'll see you guys next time.